Save the best for last.
That's
Here, I
right.
would think in this one, this will be I think the last. I don't know. Maybe you'll come up with a few of these. These are our top 25 covers. That's what it is. So,
Top
okay,
25 coverage. Yep.
got it. Colorado here against Colorado State. Uh, this makes it all that much more interesting, even though Colorado we expect to be a big favorite now. Asterisks all over the place, I would think, in this one. There's no reason. I mean, Colorado State doesn't have a fervent fan following that's going to, travel in there to Boulder and make this. This is still going to be a, black and gold show. But there is the name Colorado in both teams, and I guess that's got to amount to something.
Yeah. So Ramon, you were on these Buffaloes two times here so far in the first two games. And why were the Rams on bye last week? I thought that was pretty odd to start the season with a bye, the only team on bye. But does that help you heal up a little bit after the first game, or does it give you the disadvantage for not playing in another one? I don't know how I feel about that. So I kind of gave Nebraska a chance, right, versus Colorado. I kind of felt like when Colorado played TCU, it was kind of a lack of competitiveness with TCU. I mean, a team that has, I don't know, only 11 players from last season. They have like a 90-man roster of all new guys. So I kind of felt like Colorado was being a little bit overvalued. When they come up against Nebraska, I kind of felt like that. And again, it was Nebraska with their 6 turnovers that just made that game kind of unwatchable, but hung in there for, good, 2 and I don't know, 2.25 quarters. I don't know how it works, but I see Colorado winning this one. I think they win it handily. I don't think they win this one by 4 touchdowns. I think that's a little bit too much for them to ask. It's still, especially when they're not really running the ball. I know they're going to have to just count on just, passing that way. And it looks like if you could put pressure on Shadir, he can run into a little bit of trouble too. I have Colorado winning this one by about 14. I don't have them winning by 23. I'm going to go ahead and take Colorado State and see how this turns out. The only thing that worries me is Colorado State gives up the 550 yards of offense, and that's what Colorado puts up. So I don't know how it's going to come down, but I still am kind of a little bit leery on this Colorado team. Haven't totally bought in until maybe they can get a running game going a little bit more.
You're going to see it this week for sure with Colorado because they'll have advantages all over the field against Colorado State. I'm ahead of the curve on Colorado, and now there are still non-believers, and no, they're not a national championship caliber team. I mean, look, I think even the polls probably have them too high, but you can go in and cover your first 2 games by 43 points, leave the metrics. I respect all of you folks. They're doing your jobs with the metrics. And look, I mean, I'm sure no team has had a greater adjustment in your ratings than Colorado. So, they're going to continue to catch up. If they get covers, if they don't, then, you'll be actually ahead. Again, I really thought there were more Dion detractors. I thought I was actually, I didn't know that I was in the majority of folks. Is it the media itself? I thought people were not expecting Colorado, and I thought I was a contrarian to be, and I wasn't doing it to be contrarian. I think I understand the landscape, and I'm not always caught up in the numbers. So
yeah, I think we'll find out a lot about Colorado next week, right?
Oh, for sure. And I'm not exactly thrilled with the position, but when when you have I'm talking about with the posturing a little bit of Colorado and even Sanders calling out Rule. I mean, is there really a place for that? But you only get one chance in. Well, I don't want to say one chance in life. You get one chance in the moment. You get them. So why not seize the opportunity to leave and build a legacy? I mean. Dion could leave the campus tomorrow, and Colorado could probably pick up the pieces a little bit and still sustain and survive for a few years as a decent football team just from pieces that might be left in place and things like that. So he's brought all that. We don't need, you could find this on any channel. So I'm going to go over because what you said, I mean, how can Colorado State stop these guys? And if Colorado does have such vulnerabilities defensively, which they might not have in a game against Colorado State, but yeah, maybe they're still a little bit overrated. So Colorado State, maybe 3 touchdowns would be 3 touchdowns and it's over. I would think. No, you're calling for just a 2 touchdown game, so it wouldn't be there. But again, I'm obviously closer to the spread on Colorado here. In fact, I do have them open 19, bet up to 23, was as low as 18. We're definitely getting to the a little bit of a tough zone right there when I'm starting about 24 points. I mean, I'm probably going to be on Colorado somehow here in this one, but not comfortable in giving it out as a play probably to the public at 24 points. So I'll take over, though, for sure at 60.5. Open 58.5, now 60.5. I've got maybe 70 points here. I think Colorado puts up big numbers. Again, you're not going up against the black shirts. You're going up against the Mountain West here. Colorado State. 903 passing yards for Sanders so far with 78% completions, and that includes the game against the Blackshirts, who did a good job in that game. It was a good game, and I think Nebraska can even be thinking that things were looking. It sucked. They were probably pretty mad, but
yeah.
Again, I'm been very critical. I feel
think
like
all it showed in that game is that if you can pressure him, you'll have a chance against Colorado.
Nebraska will have success with the likes of, look at the Minnesota game, right? I mean, that was a tough game. It wasn't pretty, but against a similar team, you're going to get a lot of. When Nebraska goes up against any of those, I didn't look at the schedule, but any of those type of ilk of the Big Ten, not the big, maybe not the mid, but in that middle tier, all the games going to be like 2 or 3, 17 to 14.
Right.
18. They're all going to be right there.
I know everyone's looking for, Jeff Sims and Satterfield to all ditch Lincoln all at the same time right now.
Yeah, it's not going to be. We're going to be having some rough times here come October in Big Ten country with some low-scoring games. Don't worry, we'll be on the under.
It's what it is, right?
All right.